friend Gracie, and today we brought you a very special story. There's a giant, there's magic, there's music, and a little boy and his father who help capture the giant. But people didn't like him very much at first. So let's see what happens in this story called Abiyoyo. It's an African folktale, which means it's a really, really old story. This is one of my favorite folktales. And the author is Pete Seeger, and it's illustrated by Michael Hayes. The author writes the words. The illustrator draws the pictures. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who played the ukulele. That's like a small guitar. Around town, he'd go blink, clunk, clunk, clink, clunk. The grown-ups would say, "Take that thing out of here." Not only that, the boy's father got in trouble. The boy's father was a magician. He had a magic wand, and he'd go zoop, zoop, and make things disappear. But he played too many tricks on people. He'd come up to someone about to drink a nice cold glass of something, and zoop, the glass would disappear. Someone doing a hard job of work, zzz, 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 zzz. Up comes the father with his magic wand, and zoop, no song. He'd come to someone about to sit down after a hard day's work, and zoop, no chair. People said to the father, "You get out of here too. Take your magic and your tricks, and you and your son just get." The boy and his father were ostracized. That means they made him live on the edge of town. Now, in this town, they used to tell stories. The old people used to tell stories about the giants that lived in the old days. They used to tell about a giant called Abiyoyo. They said he was tall as a tree and could eat people up. Of course, nobody believed the story, but they told it anyway. One day, the sun rose blood red over the hill. The first people got up and looked out the window. They saw a great big shadow in front of the sun. They could feel the whole ground shake. Women screamed. Strong men fainted. "Run for your lives! Abiyoyo is coming!" He comes to the sheep pasture. He grabs a whole sheep. Yelp! He comes to the cow pasture. He grabs a whole cow. Yunk! Men yelled, "Grab your most precious possessions and run!" Just then, the boy and his father woke up. "Hey, Pa, what is that thing coming over the fields?" "Why, son, that is Abiyoyo." "Oh, if only I could get him to lie down, I could make him disappear." The boy says, "Come with me, Pa," and he grabbed his father by one hand. The father gets the magic wand, and the boy gets his ukulele, and they run across the fields. People yelled, "Don't go near him, he'll eat you alive!" There was Abiyoyo. He had long fingernails because he never cut them. Ew. And slobbery teeth. He didn't brush them. Ew. Stinking feet because he didn't wash them. Matted hair because he didn't comb it. He raised up his claws. Just then, the boy whips out his ukulele. Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo. Well, you know, the giant had never heard a song about himself before. A foolish grin spread across his face, and the giant started to dance. Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo. Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo. The boy went faster and faster. Abiyoyo, 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 Abiyoyo. Abiyoyo, 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 Abiyoyo. Abiyoyo, Abiyoyo. The giant got so out of breath, he staggered and he fell down to the ground. Up steps the father and zoop! What do you think happened? Zoop! People looked out their windows. He's gone! Abiyoyo's disappeared! The people ran across the fields. They lifted the boy and his father up on their shoulders. They say, "Come back to town, bring your darn ukulele, we don't care anymore." And they all sang, Abiyoyo, 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 Abiyoyo. The end. I hope you enjoyed our story. That was Abiyoyo. Thanks for coming. See you next